I rarely come here. I don't really do a lot of filming in the city in general because I live here. And just right now, and I don't travel because it's cold and there's nowhere much to go, restaurants closed. Might as well do some filming here because I might know it, but for you it's probably more interesting than for me. For me it's home and nothing interesting, but yeah, bakeries, tikvanik, which is pumpkin banitsa, as the name says. Tikvanik, tikva is a pumpkin, and banitsa is basically a pastry. I can't say it's a burek, but perhaps it tells you more that type of pastry. And then you can again put inside pumpkin with honey and walnuts. And the dough around it makes it a tikvanik. A very nice treat, very nice to make. If you want to look it up, tikvanik or pumpkin banitsa, you should, because it's definitely a treat. I got harassed here once. It was in summer and I was walking around here. I came back from the pool and it was so hot that I walked here in my shorts, my swimming shorts. And some guy grabbed me by the shoulder because he probably thought I was wearing my pink cap as well. And this is also classified as a relatively shady area, at least at night. It's a bit rough. The guy probably thought I was an escort or something, walking around here. Tapped me on the shoulder, or grabbed me by the shoulder, and I just told him to piss off. And it's not like he knew me, like he was just trying stuff. Probably seeing if he could take me for some fun or whatever, but I was not up for it. And I got pretty aggressive. I didn't touch him back because there was no need for escalation. But otherwise I would have. I was pretty shocked that the insults I threw at him, at least. Because I'm a little guy, but don't piss me off. Don't touch me. And here you can see that the buildings are really beautiful, but I need some, well, more than paint, I would say. And it's a shame to see things crumble apart like that. Because it's one of the big streets, this, called Queen Maria Luiza. One of the biggest streets of the city, leading to the center there. But really, I believe it should be extended as a pedestrian area, as the wide central area, and the whole neighborhood would, you know, flare up. It would become something else if you make this a pedestrian area with terraces, but you need a lot of money and some vision, which our municipality obviously doesn't seem to have, because things are just crumbling apart, which is a shame. But at least we have some nice modern trams, a few years old, from Poland, new ones. They're manufactured in Poland and they had them in Warsaw as well. So this is a tram stop here, that as well. You can see the car stops, and most drivers are pretty reasonable in Sofia. They will stop and they'll leave the doors closed, they can continue again. This is obviously part of the driving curriculum and people pay attention to it. But you have to know, So this is a tram stop as well. If the tram comes, the cars are supposed to stop and you hop on just across the street here. Might seem strange if you're from, I don't know, Germany, anywhere in Europe, but it's quite normal here. It's kind of cold. Perhaps I should just go home. I don't know. There is a sign that points you to Centralna Kara, the central station, which is straight ahead. And if you go left on the roundabout, you go to Kalotina. First you have Kalotina in Cyrillic script, then in Latin letters, and then it says Belgrade, which is obviously Belgrade in Serbia, Serbian capital. So tram comes in 1 minute. So if you make this into a pedestrianized area, you put some nicer trees in the middle. I know you can leave the trams even, but can you imagine the difference it would make if you're here on a summer day on a terrace? You need a lot of imagination if you look at it now, but the weather does a lot. In summer it looks completely different. It's like another country. These green trams, they are from the city of Basel in Switzerland. They were used there previously. And they were donated at some point to the city of Sofia, because in Basel they have more modern ones right now. Just hop on. They're pretty decent and clean. In terms of stores, you might as well skip it. There's not too much going on. And it's not unsafe by any means. But often described as the rougher part of the center. But often the way it looks doesn't accurately describe the way that it is, because it is safe after all. Safer than the streets of Paris, trust me. The mosque. It's called Banya Bashi. If I'm not mistaken. There's the old bathhouse. A nice architecture. It used to be the central bathhouse, is what it's called. Here is the mosque. It's a nice building. It's very old actually. These are buildings from the socialist era again, communist era. This is the Zoom, the Zentralen Universalen magazine. Central store that used to be for the rich people during the communist era. But now it's just any other warehouse that is not very frequently visited because they basically have no interesting stores anymore. And there is the National Assembly. And that's, I believe, the presidential palace. On the back at least, with the lights. And here's a hotel. Should be part of Sheraton, if I'm not mistaken. Balkan Hotel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to enjoy life, go out and explore. Have fun.